Maria. You have an interesting role serving as a liaison, you said, between tech and the vineyard. Can you describe your role a little bit, real quick?
Absolutely, yeah. It certainly is unique. I serve this crop production role as well as advisor. So I'm serving as a liaison between data and tech, and then our farm managers who are boots on the ground every day looking at all of our vineyards. So I help collect data and I manage a research program to help our farm managers make informed decision making and put some data behind the decisions that they are making.
And you spoke about weather stations specifically in vineyards and orchards. Can you talk about some of the reasons we use weather stations and what kind of data can they provide us?
I think they've got plenty of data to offer. Some of it can be really basic, but have really neat uses, helping us improve our scouting by calculating growing degree days or helping us improve scouting for mildew, particularly early in the season. But where I think a real data comes from is layering this weather station data with other site characteristics and other data points from that particular vineyard.
Yeah, so can you explain a little more what layering data means from weather stations and how can layering that data help better with interpretation?
When it comes to soil, we can take soil maps, whether that's EC or texture, whatever that may be, layering that underneath a vigor map, so NDVI imagery, especially when we can get lots of time points to see the progression of vigor over time. That's spatially referenced, so we know the northeast corner is particularly high vigor. Let's say we've got a weather station in that vineyard, and we can say, I know I have pretty high humidity right now. I'm going to go out and look at that particular area to start scouting for mildew.
So, once we have all this data, what are growers doing with it? I know you talked quite a bit about irrigation management. So, can you go into that a little bit?
Yeah, I think using weather stations, particularly regional ones that offer publicly accessible free data, we can take, these have data that goes back 10 years in some cases. So we can take the last 5 years of evapotranspiration data, for example, and use that to help us get in the ballpark of what our irrigation recommendations might look like. I think that's probably the most common use of these regional weather stations. And then, like I mentioned, we can attach onto that, let's say, growth stages at different growing degree points on top of our irrigation and just really start to suss out some conclusions or draw trends from that vineyard in that year.
Yeah, so there's a lot of data provided from this. So, do you have a couple of recommendations of where growers can go to have some more information available to them to help them interpret all this data? A couple websites or?
Yeah, I think Simis is a great place to start. If you happen to be near a Simis station, Western Weather, depending on what county you're located in, they operate some networks across the state. There's a lot of really great forecasting tools out there from a lot of universities that are working together. I would just start with some of the UCANR resources and then go from there.